if you've been feeling really, really tired emotionally and you find past issues surfacing again, it's not you. It's the moon, okay? I'm gonna go into details why. There's so many reasons why this full moon upcoming on 19 August on Monday is a different full moon than the rest. It's a super blue moon. It's also a sturgeon moon. It's also a full moon in Aquarius. Okay, if you have time, be patient with me. You're gonna get a lot of information out of this short video. Firstly, super moon just means that it's gonna appear brighter and bigger in the sky. It's not gonna literally look blue, okay? It's just a super moon, huge, large. And that also means a lot of moonlight that will be illuminating, right, the night skies. And that also means revelations, which is why if you find things that are surfacing from the past, things that you thought you've already worked through, things that you felt like you were okay with, you're starting to realize maybe I'm not okay with that, right? Maybe this is not for me. Full moon. It's also called a blue moon, and it happens to be a rare occurrence. I think happens like twice or three times a year, and it happens to be the only super moon and blue moon for the year, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so do your own research as well. Which is why this is like a very rare and special opportunity, which also symbolizes good opportunities, new opportunities, rare opportunities that will surface. And then I'm going to tie it into manifestation. Why? Because it's also a sturgeon moon. Sturgeons, you know, they are abundant right now in great bodies of water, like the Great Lakes and all that. It's about harvest and abundance during this period. So it's all about setting new goals as well. But for you to set new goals, you need to first make space. You need to release things that don't serve you anymore. And the other news is if you find yourself being able to be more objective and find clarity recently about situations that have kept you trapped, it's also because it's a full moon in Aquarius. And what does it symbolize? Typical Aquarius behavior, detachment, emotional objectivity. I'm an Aquarius, but I'm a Pisces moon, which is horrible. So this time I'm finding myself to be a lot less emotional. Well, there's purging though, so you tend to need to go through purging of your emotions before you find that detachment. So if you find yourself really heightened in terms of emotions, it's to prepare you for this full moon of release. It also symbolizes rebellion and breaking free. So breaking free, why? Because typical Aquarius, right? Like you want to be different and you would break out of things that you felt so trapped in, like societal norms, or there might be some obligations that you've had before. And this time is for you to really fully release, which is why this upcoming full moon is perfect for a few things. Firstly, release emotional trauma, past hurt, things that have kept you from growing and moving on. It could be external circumstances and situations like a job that you want to get out of, a situationship that you're so sick and tired of. When it comes to areas of constraint, this is when it's gonna show because of the full moon, the super moon, the blue moon. It's gonna illuminate that for you, and you're gonna realize that this doesn't serve you well anymore. It's about realizations too. So it's also very good for release rituals. For example, write something that you don't want, burn it, right, during the full moon. And subsequent 3 days from Monday, 19 August, so plus another 2 to 3 days, you can continue your meditation for release as the waning moon happens. So when it's getting smaller, basically. Right, and then that's when you have to kind of work through all those things that you want to release and slowly let go with the moon phase. Why? To prepare you for manifestation. Because what happens after full moon? A new moon comes in, and when it comes to new moon, it's kind of the opposite. It's about setting new goals and intentions. It's about allowing those new things to come in. So if you think about it, you want to plan your rituals, you want to plan your spiritual practices around the moon phases if you can, because we are all affected by the moon. In case you haven't known that, when doing research, right? When it comes to full moon, heightened emotions, communication issues, conflicts, it's about purging, okay? So now that you have all this information, the simple thing that you need to take away from is that this upcoming full moon on Monday, 19 August in Singapore, okay, it's gonna be for you to really practice release. And not just release of whatever, it's release of things that really don't serve you well, things that you found it hard to get yourself out of from before. And to only make space for something that is truly aligned to your highest good. Which also means if you have been stuck in a situationship, what you want to manifest during this full moon, release and manifest, It's not the situationship, it's not reunion anymore. It's about finding that good love, that's deserving of your love because you have so much love to give, right? So it's about really redirecting the energy back to yourself. I mean, it's a once in a year opportunity. You don't really want to miss out on it and like manifest a reunion with a toxic lover, right? You want to do something that's really good for yourself. And this full moon is a perfect time to do it. Now that you have all this information, if you're looking for spell work or ritual, we do have two rituals that are upcoming on full moon that I'm going to do myself. Firstly, it's the full moon and Jupiter manifestation ritual. So I'm going to time it with Jupiter on Monday, and that helps with abundance as well. So if you want to manifest something for yourself, it could be love, it could be career, business, whatsoever, anything that you want. That will be a perfect time on Monday. And we're also doing a protection ritual. If you've been looking for like just protective energy for yourself, you feel like you've always been very confused or people's energy kind of leech onto you, then a protection would be ideal. And this full moon, like I mentioned, it's a super moon as well. It's going to be a very strong moon, lunar energy. Okay, so these are the two rituals that are available. They are not mass rituals, they're all individually done, which is why I have very limited slots because I have a time to work with. I can't do like 20 at once, right? So if you want to check out, yes, Nana. If you want to check out akashicrystals.co for more information. And if there are further questions, you can always DM me on Instagram or TikTok. I'm Coco. I'm an intuitive tarot reader and a secular spell worker. So thanks for watching.